What you're doing this evening is to create a Power BI matrix that shows you totals, sum totals on the row, and then average totals on the column. Native Power BI only allows you to have one form, either the sum, average, or any aggregation that you so choose. So if you look at this, right now I have the sum. If you go to averages, you get it for both rows and columns. Minimum. So any aggregation that you choose is for both rows and column. So what we are going to do is I'm going to show you how we can create this matrix chart. That gives you the total days here and then the average for this column. So the rows, total, average, columns. So first, let me show you where the data is coming from. It's coming from a SQL database that I pop up with this data. These are all made up and it's basically tracking other studies of an item purchased, be it online or store. Just want to track the time that it takes for the item to be delivered to the customer. Basically, that is what this is all about. So let's go back to the data and go to the transform. So first of all, there's the source, like I mentioned, from my SQL database, navigated, and this is the data as you saw on the SharePoint, on the SQL database. So the first trick is to select these three columns. Go to transform on pivot. And once you do that, it gives you this column. So we've transformed the columns into rows right now. So I changed the attributes and the value to status and then date. Then the next is because we want to know the time that it takes, we are going to do a date diff between the date and the other date. And that is what this is doing using the duration of the days. So at this point, I made a duplicate of the data source and I got other two. So this is the same data. And because we want the sum of the days that it took. So when you take ABC, customer ABC, you want to know the total dates that it took for 5/14/25. So what I did is I grouped it. First, you can go to home, group by. When you go to home, group by, you are going to get this pop up. We are grouping it on the customer. I gave it the name total days. We are performing a sum, and then on the days diff that we created. So once I got this, I went back to the first data set, the order, and merged order two orders on the customer column using an inner join. Then expanded because I only needed the total days that had been created. Change from to change the type to integer and came here, added a new column. This what this is doing is that I want the columns to be in this order: where package dates, comes first, ship date comes second, and deliver date comes after. Because if it's a tracking order, then we know that it starts from the order, the date that it was made, when the package was packaged, when it was shipped, and when it was delivered. So that is what this is doing. I change it to integer and rename it to sort. So this is the data set that we are going to play with. So once we come here, we are going to create this data set, this matrix. So probably let me remove columns. So first, customer, order dates. So you don't see the order dates because you want it to be in order date. Then we bring in totals. So we expand it to get the totals. This is happening because I've already taken off when it comes to row headers. The plus minus icons. It's already been turned off. If it were turned on, you're going to have the plus sign here to open it up. But because it's off, that is why you don't see that. And also, I turn off the stepped layout. So we already have customer, order dates, and total days. So let's go back and bring in the status, which is going to be our column. So status, package date, ship date, deliver date. And this is where I was telling you about the sort order that was created. So what the sort is being used for is go to this status, come to sort by column, and you select sort. So with this order, it gives you package date, ship date, and deliver date. Then we come with the days diff, which is going to be our value. And this is a sum. We don't want the sum, we want the average. So let's go to format it. We go to here, row subtotals, order dates, then it's off, here off. Then we go to total days, then it's off, and we get that. Let's go to format it, go to specific columns, come to none, and that is it. So this is the average of all of these bits, the average, the average, and the sum gives you total sum, total. So customer AAA is now 31 days since it was shipped. So it hasn't been delivered yet. Customer ABA, it took 108 days from the day that it was ordered to the day that it was delivered. So I hope I was able to help. And I looked around and basically didn't come across any Power BI video that was showing how to do this. So I decided to do this video. Thank you for watching.